One Gotti, talking sports.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be talking about the Washington Commanders and why I personally don't think this team is as bad as the record shows, and the reason why we're 1-4 is strictly on coaching. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure to go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So I want to first start by saying this, okay? Yes, I personally still think the season's over. You know what I'm saying? Is it technically over, like mathematically, and does the team feel like it's over? No. But do us as fans feel like it's over? Yes, because we don't see this team. I was saying this when we were 1-3, dang sure 1-4. I don't see this team turning it completely around to get a playoff berth. But after Ron Rivera's comments yesterday, it made me feel like, and I still don't know what the word is. Hopefully somebody could tell me what it is down below. But it just made me feel like this guy has no accountability in his body. Like, you're going to go up there and every Sunday after a loss, not once does he say, yeah, any of that was my fault. Okay? The first thing that comes out of his mind is, oh, injuries. Oh, players were in the wrong spot. We got to play better. It's never, oh, I should have thrown week 3. Oh, I should have thrown the challenge flag much sooner because that definitely wasn't a catch. People on my sideline was telling me that wasn't a catch. Week 5 versus Tennessee. Cam Sims literally dropped the ball. You got 1,000,001 views of the replay. You can look up on the big board and see the replay. You had extra time to do that because the refs didn't even know what was going on, and you still throw the flag. Okay, cool. You throw the flag, lose a timeout. After the game, why didn't you say, yeah, that was on me? I shouldn't have thrown that flag. I have to be much better at that. Clock management, what are you doing? Going back to Dallas, week 4, okay, you literally allow the second half to end without trying to go get any points. You had 1 minute and 6 seconds on the clock with 2 timeouts, and you don't do anything. Your team moves with no sense of urgency when they're down. When they're in the 2-minute drill, they're walking like they got all day, and they don't. And then yesterday, okay? Scott Turner, Ron Rivera goes to the podium, and when he's asked about why is every other team in the NFC East getting off to a fast start and Washington isn't, he says quarterback. Quarterback. Ron Rivera basically said the only reason why every other team in this division has got off to a fast start is because of the people at their the quarterback. So Daniel Jones, Jalen Hurts, and Cooper Rush is the sole reason why these teams are where they are. Mind you, Cooper Rush is a backup, Ronald. Cooper Rush is a backup, Ron. Okay? That's not why those teams are where they are. The reason why those teams are where they are because they are well coached. This team is not coached well all around. And it starts with you. You are a horrible head coach. You do not I hate a person that does not take accountability for their actions. If you do something and you know you did it, own up to it. Own up to it. You would have much more respect from these fans if you were to own up to your mistakes. But you always looking for a scapegoat, always looking for a way out. That's not cool. That's not cool, especially if you're a head coach of this team. You're supposed to be a leader of men. That's not cool. And as far as Carson Wentz, okay? Carson Wentz has not been the best, right? He hasn't been the best, but he is not the reason this team is 1-4 by himself. Wentz has not been the best, but he is a top 5 statistically quarterback so far in the season. He's the 5th best. He has the 5th most passing yards in the league so far. To me, Carson Wentz is only can get better. I don't see him getting any worse. To me, on the 2-yard line, could Carson Wentz have ran it in? Yes, he should have. That's on him. But I'm sure if the reporters were to ask Carson Wentz, hey, Carson, after looking at the film, man, it looked like you had a running lane on 2 plays down there at the 2-yard line. Why didn't you take them? Did you not see it, or did you just not want to take off because of prior injury or whatever? I'm sure Carson would have said, yeah, man, that's on me. I just got to go there and take it. I seen it. I should have just went, but in the moment, I didn't do it. Notice how he took accountability for it. Notice how that's something Carson Wentz would do. And the reason why I'm saying Carson Wentz would do that, because going back to week 1 when we beat Jacksonville in the locker room, Carson Wentz took full accountability of those 2 interceptions. So I'm sure if the media was to ask him a question about him, why didn't he rush into the end zone on the 2-yard line, I'm sure he would have took accountability for that. Carson Wentz has been fine. Can he be better? Definitely. Will he get better? I believe so. He can't get any worse. If his offensive coordinator and head coach doesn't put him in positions to where he doesn't have to be worse. Let me ask you guys this question, and please answer this down below in the comment section. If you're Carson Wentz and you hear that from your head coach, how are you going to feel? Even after the fake apology that he tried to put out today or say it to the media, to the team, I'm not going to call it fake, okay? That's not right to call it fake. But even after the apology that he tried to say to the team, how would you feel? Okay? How would you feel if you're Carson Wentz? Me personally, I'm feeling like, okay, you told me all this in the offseason, how I'm here where I'm wanted. I'm somewhere where I wanted. You guys want me here. You don't have to worry about any distractions. This is your team. You can come here, play free, and we trust you. I would feel like you don't. I would feel like you gave up on me. I feel like you're throwing me under the bus. I would feel like I'm a scapegoat. I would feel all of that, and I feel like that I'm like in another Indianapolis Colts situation. If I'm Carson Wentz, that's how I personally would feel. But let me know if you're Carson Wentz, how would you feel? Back to the topic at hand. The Washington Commanders roster is too talented to be 1-4. The talent is not the issue. We have one of the best and deepest wide receiving cores in the league. I mean, our 5th string wide receiver can go out there and make some noise. And that's De'Ami Brown / Cam Sims. Even Dax Mill can go in there and be serviceable. The roster talent on both sides of the ball is not the problem. Are we good everywhere? No. But for the most part, we are talented. And that's not the issue. Obviously, Andrew Norwell, not good. Okay? Obviously, safety depth and safeties are not the best. And cornerback too. But for the most part, our roster is good. You know what? Another position group that's starting to surprise me is linebacker. Cole Holcomb seems like he's finding his way. Jamin Davis, same thing. So that's another position group that's actually getting better in my opinion. So talent is not the problem why we're 1-4, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sure you guys know that. That's obvious. It's the coaching. The Giants. Okay, and this is what makes my point even more clear. The New York Giants does not have nearly as much talent on their team, and they're 4-1. I wonder why. Brian Dable and Wink Martindale are the main reasons why that team is where they're at. Hard work beats talent. And that's been a saying that I've been hearing all my life. They don't have nearly as much talent. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't work hard, if you don't make smart decisions, if you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to be very successful. And Washington has the talent to be 4-1, just like the rest of these guys. 3-2 even. Hell, 5-0. The talent is not the problem. It's Scott Turner. It's Ron Rivera. I'm still going to say it's Jack Del Rio, even though he's starting to turn the corner. He's having his third, what I want to say is his third or maybe second consecutive good game. Hell, I would even say that Philly game was good for the first half, or I would say maybe besides the second quarter, but for the most part, that game was a good call by Jack Del Rio too. So he's starting to turn the corner, but I'm still going to throw him in that mix. Coach staff's the issue, guys, and we know that. So I just sound like a record, like a record player or a broken record, just repeating the same thing, regurgitating the same thing that we all know. It's not the talent. It's not Carson Wentz by himself. Okay? It's the coaching staff putting Carson Wentz in these predicaments to fail. And we have to cut that. Again, to me, season's done. Okay, 1-4. Don't see us coming back fully to turn this thing around to get a playoff berth. But I hope this team finds a way to turn it around and possibly go to the playoffs, but I don't see it. But I'm still going to root like hell for this team. I'm still going to be streaming every single game. And I hope to see you guys there Thursday night. And hopefully we can turn this thing around. Hopefully the division can start losing and we start winning, but we'll see. But that's where I'm at tonight on it. It's not the talent. This talent is good. This roster is one of the most talented rosters I've seen since I've been a fan of this team, and I've been a fan all my life. But it's the coaching. Hopefully it gets better. Hopefully we get a new coaching staff at the end of the year, and we get a coaching staff that's in here that knows what to do with this roster. As always, me, Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, help to Washington Commanders. Leave your comments and thoughts down below. Don't forget to answer that question. If you're Carson Wentz, even after the apology that Ron Rivera tried to pull out, how would you feel about his statement? Quarterback is the reason why these teams in the NFC East are where they are. Let me know. As always, me, Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, help to Washington Commanders. I'm out. Peace. Cost me one time, that's gonna get you popped, get you dropped.